What is up, you guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Mario Strikers Battle League some more. Now, obviously, last week we got that overview trailer of Mario Strikers Battle League in Japanese. An English version never came out. Maybe we'll get one this Friday for Mario Strikers Battle League. I don't know, kind of a little bit weird, but nonetheless, we actually did learn quite a bit from that trailer, and that is what I'm going to talk about in this video with you guys. I will be doing another Mario Strikers Battle League video on Friday, talking about the controversies that Mario Strikers Battle League has going on right now. I'll touch on them a little bit in this video, but I'm going to have a whole video on Friday dedicated to that. And if that's something you'd like to see, definitely do drop a like and subscribe, all that stuff down below. And of course, hit that notification bell so that you can be one of the first people notified of Friday's video, which I expect to be a very interesting video in terms of the comments and what people's opinions are. But nevertheless, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 details that we now know about Mario Strikers Battle League. There's actually a little bit more than 5, but it's 5 main points with some sub-points in some of them, so I'm just going to be condensing basically my 26-minute analysis video, because I did a literal 26-minute analysis video that actually did really well, and I want to kind of condense that and make it easier for people to watch. So without any further ado, let's get into it. The first point, and actually something I haven't touched on yet, is that the intro video, the game's introduction, has been leaked. And it's the Japanese version of this intro, because you see the Japanese logo at the end. And it's really interesting. There's actually been a lot of mixed reception about this intro. The main complaint being that it doesn't go as hard as, let's say, Mario Strikers Charge did, which had a really epic intro. And I completely understand that sentiment. As someone who wants Nintendo to go back to bringing an originality and just even the edginess of some of their older games, like, like Mario Strikers in the past, I am really saddened that this is a really toned down version of it. But I still think the intro looks decently good. Of course, the game looks good, it looks like it runs good. It's a little bit boring, it's just a bunch of everyone running around, not much to it. But I mean, that shot we got of Yoshi with the Tron outfit is pretty cool, and even though they definitely took the edge out of a lot of these characters, I'm sorry, you gotta admit, Rosalina just glaring at Luigi and just no fucks given, shoving him into the electric barrier. I'm sorry, I thought that was funny. I thought it was, that was the kind of energy I wanted to see from that whole entire intro. Just characters not caring, just being like, shove you into that first. But yeah, like I said, we saw the whole intro. If you want to see it, I guess I'll leave a card up there somewhere so you can watch the whole thing. But really, it's a lot of footage that we've already seen from the trailers, with some new stuff added in, like that Rosalina bit, or at least half of that Rosalina bit. But like I said, I completely understand why people don't like it. Now, I like it, not as much as the older ones, but I still think it's really good. And even though it doesn't have that aggression, it still does kind of have that Mario Strikers charm a little bit. Definitely more charm than Mario Golf and Mario Tennis had, in my personal opinion. So one thing that's making me look at this game and go, thank God, is that this game seems to have an in-game shop where you can buy unlockable things. Like, for example, we see that you can buy at least 3 other versions of stadiums. And if you can have, let's say, 4 versions of each stadium, and we already have 5 confirmed stadiums, with the newest stadium we learned about being Peach's Castle, then that's at least 20 different stadiums. Now, yes, thematically, they're all the same, all 4 stadiums are going to be the same, but they are all going to be different in certain ways. So being able to have the option to buy these other stadiums, I'm guessing for a cosmetic thing, if you're playing online and you want to show off that you've unlocked the biggest version of the Luigi's Mansion Stadium, for instance, you can do that, and that's pretty darn cool. And that goes to beg the question, what other stuff can you buy from that store? Can you buy items? Can you buy characters? That's a really interesting thing, because as we all know, Daisy, as of right now, is not a playable character in Mario Strikers Battle League, which is really throwing everyone off. And I completely understand, but I do have a question. How many of you guys actually play as Daisy? Like, I think it's ridiculous Daisy isn't here, but I've never played as Daisy in any Mario game ever. So I just want to know how many of you guys play Daisy. But nevertheless, not seeing Daisy here, and with the Nintendo UK Twitter account posting the graphics of all these playable characters, basically saying, here are the playable characters, and Daisy's not there, it's leading me to think that she's probably unlockable, because she can't be, like, an update down the road, right? Like, she just can't be. It's Daisy. She's a pretty heavy main character, so even just saying she's unlockable is kind of weird. You know, Toad, maybe. You know, I'd be like, okay, or even Bowser. Like, okay, I could see them being unlockable, but Daisy? I don't know. I don't think so. It's a little bit odd. But like I said, we'll kind of talk about, you know, Daisy not being there and all that stuff in Friday's video. Subscribe if you haven't. But yeah, unlockable features would be really, really cool, especially if it's like characters and cosmetics and gear and stuff like that. Really, really cool. Hope that it's more than just the stadiums, but we'll have to wait and see. So going back to the concern of the character roster, only having 10 characters really led people to think, well, myself particularly, because I think I'm the only one who mentioned this, is like, online is 8 players, so how is the whole character selection thing going to work out if there's only 10 characters? Well, apparently you can choose whichever characters you want. If you want to have 8 Waluigis all facing off against each other in an online match, that is very possible. And I'm personally not a fan of that. Like, listen, I know they do it in Mario Kart and Smash Brothers and all of that, but I don't know. When I'm thinking of Mario Sports, I just want to see all the Mario characters all going against each other and not being able to pick duplicates, so I'd want a bigger roster for that. But I can also understand that since each character has their own specific traits and skills and abilities, you'll have a favorite character. And if someone picks your favorite character, you're going to have to use a character you're not as familiar with. So I completely get it. As much as I'm not a fan of it, I get it. I understand it. But I hope that they add more characters so it's like not as common, you know, for people to just always pick Waluigi or always pick Donkey Kong. Like, I don't know. I like just seeing a diversity of characters. So if everyone's just playing the same character, you know, I don't know. I'm picky like that. I know. I'm nitpicking. But nonetheless, it does seem like you can pick whatever character you want when you're playing online. So even if someone's already picked your favorite character, you can still pick your favorite character. And that's pretty cool. Okay, so this one's a little weird for me. There doesn't seem to be any stage gimmicks. There's a lot of things with your character that are personalized, like you have specific character moves and all of that, and I really like that, but stage gimmicks don't really seem to be anywhere to be seen here. Now, this is something that could be toggleable, and for the trailers to all turned off, but I don't know, I'm just a little concerned. We've seen a lot of different games being played throughout the trailers in all the different stadiums, and not once did I see any kind of stage gimmick. I saw question blocks being thrown onto the field, but that could just be like a universal thing. That's how you get your items, but I don't know. Now, before some of you say, oh, I hate stage hazards, I'm glad they're not adding them, my argument to that is, if it's toggleable, it doesn't matter, because you can just turn them off. Just like stage hazards at Smash, you can turn them off if you don't like them. For those of us like me who like them because they make each stage really feel unique and different rather than just the cosmetics and visuals of it, it's a really cool, fun thing, especially if you're, you know, just sitting around with some friends, having a little party-like setting. Like, having different stage hazards on makes the game more chaotic and fun, in my personal opinion, at least. So not having them as an option would really go a waste. I really hope next level games are going to have them in. Maybe it's going to be one of those things where, like, in the shop, there will be one version of the stage you can buy that does have stage hazards. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that, but I really hope that stage hazards are here. I really do. Lastly, and kind of a contrast to the last point, they do have a lot of things in this game that really make it feel customizable, that really make it feel interesting and unique, and honestly really, really cool. Firstly, you can choose your own team colors. There are so many things that you could choose from within the menus, like the team colors and where you're from and all that kind of stuff. It's honestly a really cool touch. Of course, you could toggle day and night in the stadiums. I'm presuming that's a toggleable feature. You can play at day or at night, and it changes how the stadium looks, and that's honestly a really cool touch. I like that detail. Items are back, and I do hope we see more items, but we have quite a few items confirmed. We have like the green shell, the red shell, we have bombs, we have bananas, mushrooms, and stars, already confirmed for the game. But I really do hope we get a couple more, like I said. Personally, I want to see that rogue chain chomp come back that just kind of jumps around the field. It was kind of scary having to dodge this giant chain chomp running around. I don't know, small detail, but like I said, I do want some more items. And there's a little more strategy in the gameplay with your characters being able to use like abilities during gameplay to help boost your teammates forward. So not only can you have defensive moves that you use against the people attacking you, but you can also use offensive moves for your teammates to help your team get to the goal quicker. And that is super cool. And lastly, the Hyper Strikes, right? They're pretty cool. They're like an evolution of the Mega Strikes from Mario Strikers Charge, and they look really, really cool. I did see some people complaining, like saying, oh, this is basically just 2 free goals, whatever. But we do see in the trailer that these Hyper Strikes can be blocked. Waluigi's Hyper Strike that he does gets blocked by Boo Boom. So these are things that can be blocked. It's not a guaranteed 2 goals, and they do look relatively intricate and complicated to pull off, so it's not something that's going to be happening every 5 seconds. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things going on with this game. I do think it will be my favorite Mario sports game. I know a lot of people are skeptical right now, like I said, video on Friday, but I'm still really excited for it. I'm interested to see what Next Level Games is going to do. It definitely isn't as edgy and hardcore as the older Strikers games, and the character roster, at least as of right now, seems a little bit lacking, but you can't say that there isn't effort put into this game. You know, with at least 5 stadiums, which I'm hoping there's more, and with 4 variations of each stadium, it does just seem there is a lot of stuff here to do. Online seems to be a really big thing they're trying to push, and it just seems like it has more charm, more personality, everything, compared to Mario Golf and Mario Tennis on the Switch. But that is my own personal opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you all have to say. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that notification bell as well, and check out the merch store, all that cool stuff. You guys know the deal. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next video.